Hi, Doug Hasty here, Down to Earth Golf. Okay, so you're getting better at pitching. Let's talk about a little bit longer pitch shots. So now we're talking like 30, 40, 50-yard pitch shots. These get confused a lot of times. I think people are trying to hit the wrong shot. So my two main clubs I use for pitching are my 58 degree and my 54 degree. So if you want to say my lob wedge and my sand wedge. Most good pitchers of the golf ball, when they start to pitch 30, 40 yards, will not use their most lofted club. They'll actually use their second most lofted club. So in my case, my 54 degree. The higher we hit the ball, the higher we pitch the ball, the tougher it is to control where it lands. So I'd rather pitch the ball quite low. And I think it's important for you to understand. I know it's going to roll a little bit further, but believe it or not, it's going to spin more. But it's a lot easier to control. If I've got to use my most lofted club, I will if I have to really bring it high, but most of the times I don't. Okay? So just like if you're going to throw a ball for accuracy. So if I asked you to toss this ball and land on that stick, I'm pretty sure you're going to do this. I don't think you're going to do that. The second way I did that, tossing it high, is a lot tougher. The same thing with pitching. When students of mine go to professional golf events, either here in Canada or down in the States, wherever, and they come back, I ask them to look for a couple of things, and usually they always come back and say, wow, I couldn't believe how low they hit their wedge shots, and I couldn't believe how high they hit their drivers. And that is a very common reaction. Believe it or not, on full shots, all the clubs peak out at a very, very similar height. In fact, if you look at the stats, almost the same height. But to get back to pitching, the higher you hit it, the tougher it is to control where it lands. Also, just so you know, you can't have height and spin. Obviously it's going to spin, but if you want more spin, don't hit it higher. You get less friction between the club and the ball, and you actually get less spin. So if you see somebody hit it high and the ball stops, it's stopping because of trajectory. It's not stopping because of spin. When you see those, what we call a low spinner, believe it or not, you'll see a ball come in low when they're pitching it, and it'll spin more, and it'll stop on that second hop. So again, try to use that second lowest lofted club, second highest lofted club. So if you have an L wedge, your sand wedge. If you don't have an L wedge, maybe you just have a sand wedge and a gap wedge, maybe your gap wedge. But figure that out, okay? Experiment with that and try to hit those 40, 50, 60, 70-yard pitch shots with that club. I think you're gonna be more successful. Okay, we'll talk about more in the instruction video. Good golfing.